Hi guys, it's 5 days before Icon 2018, so we're gonna talk more about investing, no? And you guys have one of the best investors, financial planners, financial consultants in the land, no? He's one of the best, honestly. If you want,
he's one of the older ones now.
But older ones give you wisdom also. Parang gano'n in that aspect.
No, it just means we lost more money than Di ba sabi nga, one of the best to hire a fund manager is you always hire somebody who has already lost money. Kasi may wisdom di ba? May temperament, and as you see, a lot of this has emotion driven and so forth and so on. Mas clinical na lumalabas.
I'm interested to learn. Our previous interview talked about your money mistakes, Pero in line with that, was there a mistake in terms of investing naman that you place your money here, it did not go the way you wanted to go? Parang the intention really was to make money, but because of what happened in the economy, what happened to the investment as well?
More on really not hitting the objectives that I thought. I think probably the stories, siguro the investments that I've made that looks good on paper,
okay,
pero in reality parang did not deliver the way I wanted, no? Example, like balanced funds.
Okay. But UITF balanced funds or
both?
PLV balanced
MF UITF.
Okay.
I noticed these balanced funds they look nice on paper, but they do meet the objective. Kaya lang minsan I feel that I could have been better if I separated them. Parang hiwalay yung bonds, hiwalay yung equities, or rather than come up with an investment that all together, because ang tendency parang nag-aatakan.
Okay.
So over a long period of time, I think I could have maximized returns and yields had I done it separately.
So paano yun? You're not too keen to advise people that if you're gonna go UITF, just go direct equity, direct bonds instead of going balance?
Yes. Lately, that's what I've been trying to use now. Personal, Again, it depends. No, there are some people that they feel that it's the right way to do it. But I think I can, in terms of efficiency, separating your equities and your bonds might be siguro more
okay.
For me, at least for me.
Pero kasi ba? Kasi people have this notion that if it's balanced fund, it gives the fund managers the ability na okay, pag sa market, I'll move it here.
Marvin, kasi merong true balance at merong hindi. Okay. True balance in the sense that there's also percentage, 60-40 or something. Meron namang balanced funds that the fund manager have more leeway of doing it. Sometimes you see a balanced fund that really has a lot of equity in it compared to a bond. So that's not a true balance. So may risk din siya, may risk problem din siya.
But how will people know that they're going for a true balanced fund as compared to something that is leaning towards equities?
I think you better check on the prospectus and you ask the fund managers or at least the advisors as to whether which one is more appropriate for them. Some are like that. Depends on the design.
So
balance kasi is generic, no?
Okay.
Balance equity and bonds, but siguro you have to really look at the prospectus and ask what kind of a balance fund is this.
Okay. So which leads me to my next question. We've talked a lot about funds, no? But a lot of people are asking this, why do you like funds more than stocks? Why invest it in something that people are managing it than doing it yourself?
Well, number one, I'm not like you, no? I don't have the time. It's an issue of time. It's an issue of acumen. And I also know my limitations.
Time, acumen, limitations. Okay.
Yeah. Number one, time is very important for me. I'm quite busy, I'm raising my family, I have work, I have business and everything. And I don't want to spend that much time trying to take a look at these things. Kasi being a fund manager or managing your own fund, it's mahirap yan The technical, the analysis, every time I listen to you, my nose bleeds, So those things, I understand how it works, but for me to be able to do it on a daily basis, but feeling ko mapapabayaan ko.
Here's another question, follow-up question to that. So you say one of the limits is time. What's a good time frame of monitoring for a person that should just go for funds na lang? Na parang okay, I'm busy with
this. If you're very, very passive, like I am, I think funds would be, I guess, better for you. I'm passive I'm not active
Passive is putting money na lang.
I'm a buy and hold guy Most of the investments I've done, maybe more than 80% I haven't touched it. So Because I'm objective driven. My objective is I will use this bulk of this money when actually I need it during retirement and so forth and so on. So medyo gano'n. So
saan lang inaanap? Hindi ba yun? Hindi naman.
Hiwalay kasi talaga eh. Hiwalay talaga yung pera for investing. Na me and my wife, we haven't been touching it. Siguro those that we touch, very, very small.
Okay. Second, you mentioned about acumen. How will investors know that, okay, hindi talaga ako pang stocks eh.
Alam mo, number one, you have to be very, very comfortable in fundamental analysis and technical analysis.
Technical.
So if you're not both, hindi pwedeng isa lang, no? If you haven't done the proper siguro effort to study these things, you'll have a problem. Now, if you want to do more trading like what you do, the technical analysis is very, very important. And ano siya, and ako, I'm a teacher, no? So after studying all this analysis, ang dami-dami klase, no? So some of them contradict each other. So again, that becomes a problem, no? So again, you have to. There's a lot of discernment and wisdom and analysis, and some of them only time can test it.
What made you decide, sige, okay na based on what I've studied, parang it's too much eh. I'll just focus on mutual funds. Was there parang a point already?
I think, really, it's really more behavioral than anything else. Kasi the time that I was buying my own individual stocks, ano siya, hit or miss. Isang okay, isang or bad. So parang, I don't think I want to do this. My background is really more economics and understanding on the macro of these things. That's why things like index are, for me, parang it's easier for me to grasp and to understand. I'm not saying that people shouldn't go into stock. They should. In fact, we've been talking, which stocks that I would want to buy. Pero ganoon pa rin perspective ko, buy and hold. I buy and I hold. No? So basically, ganoon yung context ko.
Okay, so time acumen was the third one.
Ano masabi ko?
I actually forgot. Okay, so given a choice now that you are
behaviors din kasi.
Okay.
Your also your how you see things, kasi if you're the kind of a person that are very, very emotional, can easily, parang easily be affected, or, parang, the market's going up, buy more. Nakakasira ng diskarte. Mabagsak ang market, cut loss na, and everything na. So, it may not be consistently objective, but baka mamaya you underperform. That's the reason why passive investors outperform active investors in a greater scale of things.
How many years is that? Passive investors outperform active investors?
Siguro maybe in 10 years.
10 years time. So is it actually safe to say that if you are planning to invest in 10 years and you don't have actually the time, just be a passive investor?
Yeah.
But paano yun? What if someone's a passive investor but wants to invest for the short term? What's the advice for that?
Ay, di ka passive pag short term ka.
So should they not invest or should they trade na pag ganon?
Pag ganon kasi, mag-aaral ka talaga. Or maybe do not, kasi for me, I still always look at the equities as a long-term gain. I'm a big follower. That's really more about time rather than timing. Because I'm old. I've seen all this market 51. Go up and down. Yes. Because I've seen the market go up and down. It's easier for me to take a look at the market from a longer stretch. Because I was already in the financial service industry in 2008, in 1997. So all these things I've seen, this reversion. So that's why I have this confidence that it's really, it gyrates, but gyrates going up. So that for me is already okay na ako doon. I'm good about it. I don't have to. If I want to make siguro higher yields and returns, I'd go to business. For me, which I can really control my returns better.
Which is also interesting though, because it's the other side of the story that people who are active into trading and investing, it does not mean also they make money as well into stock. So
hindi nga yung problema, kaya nga maraming stockbroker broke.
Okay. So now
that's a joke. That's an old 80s joke.
Any recommendation for people who are starting, and what will we cover for Icon 2018, which the link will be below, 5 days to go before Icon 2018.
Ito, just want to be clear. I recommend people to buy stocks individually because that's the only way to start. I started that way. Before I invested in funds and everything, I actually bought a few selected stocks, which in hindsight I should have kept. Don't ask me which ones. I should have kept. One of the ones that I bought, a long time ago.
Petron.
Ayala. I should have held on it.
What
Ayala
stocks?
Ayala Corp. These things I had many years ago. Nag-aaral ka pa, Marvin. So those things, those were good stocks, no? Very bad stocks. And then some of them are bad. But I should have held on to it, no? Yung nga problema eh. Personally kasi, it's easy for me to keep those funds indexed in a very passive way as against having those stocks. For some reason, when this is just me, no? When I hold on to stocks, I have a tendency na magmalikot. Buy and sell it. Pero pag funds, okay, long-term perspective. So again, that's me, no? That doesn't mean it's for everybody.
Alright. Icon 2018, what can they expect with the markets? What can they know when they... If you're a newbie, especially, you don't know what to invest into, what can they expect?
I guess you need to understand, so they have to have that confidence of what's happening in the economy, no? At the end of the day, our economy will pretty much dictate the direction of the funds, no? Or whatever investment that you can, whether it's a individual stock, whether you're doing speculatives or crypto or whatever, no? The economy will play a big role. So we want to be able to tell people what's going on, what to expect. But at the same time, siguro ako yung voice of reason. I want to be able to teach people to do planning, investment planning properly and how to be able to do it. So I would like to teach people. And then siguro, I'm still, si Marvin tapos na maggawa ng slides niya. Ako, I'm still making mine, no? Very smart. I wanted to talk about the behaviors also. So, which is very important. At the end of the day, money is really more behavioral than anything else.
Not relative. The more money you have, the more relatives you have. So that's it.
Icon.
Yeah,
Uy, konting tickets na lang, so please hurry up.
May 26, 2018, Samsung Hall. If you guys want to attend, this will be something that will help you invest for the future and to help you make the right decisions in your investing. So,
and you'll hear Marvin Guillermo.
No, but highlight the main event.
Marvin Guillermo.
Randell Tiongson. So, hope to see you there.
And Rex Mendoza, Dodong Cacanando, Jairus Ferrer, Ann Quisha,
Marilan Montenegro, Denise Cacanando, Wilson Flores, Chauncey, Carl D. 13 speakers, one event.
It's the biggest, no?
1,000
This is our
second to the
na speaker pool, no? I'm surprised.
Essentially not the biggest kasi we all lost weight. So, the lightest, larger number but one of the lightest icons in recent history.
Oo nga, Dodong, Carl, me, you.
Keto. Yeah. So, that's it. Bye-bye everyone. See you all again soon.